that's been following the case very closely. Jimmy Williams is with us. Jimmy, great to see you tonight. Thanks so much for joining us. Let me ask you, you've been in the middle of this. I'm trying to put it all together. Are you from the area, or did you travel to the area to cover what is happening with baby Quinton?
Vinny, was born in Georgia, but I actually live in Virginia, and I travel around the country looking for all kinds of lost and missing kids. I just got back from Fruitland, Idaho, looking for Michael Monkey Vaughn, and I got home, I seen the news story on this, and when I seen the grandmother say she couldn't trust her daughter, I knew something was wrong, and I jumped on an airplane and I headed down to Savannah, Georgia.
All right, so tell me, because you've been up close and personal at some times with the family here. What sort of interaction have you had? What have you seen? What have you heard? What have they said to you? What have you said to them?
Well, I heard a lot. There's a lot of rumors, especially down here on the streets of Savannah, especially about the location of what evidence they have, just rumors. But there's a trailer park. It's called the Azalea Trailer Park, which is about a mile and a half from Leilani's house. This is where they believe that she has dumped little baby Quinton. So I believe that the police have that evidence from that trailer park, which has video surveillance, and I will have a video on my channel of that trailer park. And that dumpster was taken to the Superior landfill. And that's why I believe they are in the landfill searching for Quinton, because of the video evidence from the Azalea Trailer Park.
All right, Jimmy, if you can stand by, we're going to take a short break, but I'm looking at some video right there. I want to show that to the folks at home so they get an idea for what sort of interaction you've had with some members of that family. Julie Janae standing by as well as the search for Quinton Simon continues. Also, folks, don't forget, the jury clock is still ticking. We've got a jury out in the Darrell Brooks case. Williams is the host of Dolly Vision on YouTube. Check it out, folks. He travels around the country covering all types of cases like this. But in this particular case, he had a moment where he was confronting the family of Quinton Simon. Let's see what happened.
All right, guys, y'all with me, right? This is where they're at. Yo, yo. Where's that baby? Why ain't y'all out looking? Why ain't y'all looking for that baby? Your family's violent. It's why your daughter is going to prison. That's why she's going to prison, because you people are violent.
Everybody's violent.
It's big. You're out here being violent.
Step away from me.
I don't have to.
You step in my bubble.
I'm right here.
Don't step in my bubble, sir. I will tell you, step away from me.
Why?
Step away from me.
You got a little bit of mouth, aren't you?
I'm gonna tell you.
You got no mouth. All I said, I wish you would bring the baby down.
Yeah, because they got kids. They got kids around these violent people.
Why is she in jail?
Why is the FBI?
Why haven't you told them about all the abuse she's done to those kids?
In jail, sir.
Why are you out drinking?
Jail?
Yeah, I did not go drinking. That's a lie. You're a liar.
Why is she not in jail?
We heard Billie Jo.
You heard a fart, because you did not hear me out drinking, because that was not the case.
Oh, was Leilani and Billie Jo?
I was not with them.
The two people that are responsible for this child's death.
And you know what? That may be so. I do not know that.
But how can y'all harbor her doing this?
The FBI knows what they're doing. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation knows what they're doing. You ain't no but a big mouth punk.
Why are you protecting a child killer?
What?
You are protecting a child killer.
I'm not protecting. The police are going to do what they're going to do.
And Jimmy Williams, the host of Dolly Vision on YouTube, who was in that video, is still with us in Georgia tonight. So, Jimmy, give us a little bit of the backstory here. Where were you, and why were you there? How did you know to be there? And was that Quinton's grandfather or step-grandfather?
That is a friend of Billie Jo's. Well, I was in front of the house the night before, protesting with the protesters. They left the house and they went out to Thai Beach Island to a restaurant called Stingrays, which, you know, I'm a YouTuber, so I have a lot of viewers all over the world. And one of those viewers just happened to be in that restaurant. And they called me and told me that, hey, they were there and they would find out their location. So I had eyes on them in the restaurant. So the following day, they had went out again, and my people had seen them, and this time they had followed them to a location. That location they had gave me the address to. The only problem was my plane was leaving in like 30 minutes, so I had to rush up on them, and I ran up on them, and they were with another child. Leilani, her mother, she's the #1 suspect in the death of her child, but yet she's with another small baby, which I find absolutely insane that they haven't brought up any charges on this woman. I'm from the state of Virginia, where they have the Cody Bixby case going on right now.
Oh, yeah.
And his father's in jail for 30 counts of criminal child neglect and things of this nature. So when I came here and I seen nothing happening to this lady, I'm absolutely amazed at this, because I feel like in my state, she would already be behind bars.
We shall see, and obviously they're going through that landfill, doing that searching right now. Let me bring back in Court TV legal correspondent Julie Janae. Julie, I know we're tied up against the top of the hour here, but what do we know about the family? What have you found out?
Well, we know that they've been sticking together in terms of the public showing that happened this week between Leilani Simon and her mother, Billie Jo Howell. We know that they did have to go to court last week. That's that video that you've seen of Leilani walking out over some issues that have to do with the custody of her other 2 children, and this document having to do with child support that the state of Georgia is asking for back. It essentially reads that she will have to pay child support. That often happens when another relative or someone else is receiving funds for caring for someone. Then the state of Georgia will turn around and go after that person to get that money back. And Quinton Simon's name is on that order. We also know that the biological father of this little boy was not living in the home. She had a boyfriend who was not Quinton's father. He's one of the people who told police that he last saw him alive at 6 o'clock in the morning, and it was 9:30 when the 911 call to report him missing happened. We know police have said that the biological father, who does not live here in Savannah, he is not considered a suspect.
All right, Julie Janae, live in Savannah tonight, covering the story. Thank you so much. And a big thanks to Jimmy Williams. Make sure you check out Dolly Vision on YouTube. In-depth coverage of this story as well. When we come back, breaking news tonight. The jury's deliberating